Hey everybody, this is like future editor me. I just wanted to add real quick before the video starts that I'll have timestamps to either skip the intro or also just jump straight into the examples on how to use sticky bombs and chaos bombs differently, offensively and defensively. And I want to make sure that you guys know that there's going to be like skits of me doing this in the shooting range with a buddy of mine so that I can actually explain like the thought process and why you should use them in these other ways on top of real situations in matches where I was able to pull these kind of things off in game. Okay, cool. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. And today I have a little bit of a different video, something I've never really done before, but we're going to talk about this video here from a couple weeks ago. And if you saw that video, you probably know where I'm going to lead into everything, but pretty much it was one of my better performing videos, long form content wise, which I was very happy about. And it also came with a lot of negative comments, not necessarily like in a bad way. It wasn't just a bunch of hate or anything, but it was the first video that I got a lot of comments about it being clickbait, and that wasn't my intentions with the video at all, and I just kind of want to address it. So along with the comments about it being clickbaity and stuff like that, it was also my most disliked video since like consistently posting on YouTube, which is just a little bit something different for me to take in. It's going to happen to everybody making content. You're going to put out a video that people don't agree with or just simply don't like, or in this case, like thought it was clickbait when I genuinely wasn't trying to make a video on purpose that was clickbaity or anything like that. And you can see that in my like replies to some comments if you check out the video and stuff like that. But I guess a little part of me wants to, I don't want to say defend myself, but just explain, you know, where I was coming from when making the video, just very briefly, because I make the intros obviously, and I expect people to watch the intros. That's why I throw it in there, and I know people skip it, but because I could understand how it looked clickbaity, because I used the words kind of like how to use sticky bombs, so people expect me to just kind of have more, I guess, of a tutorial and explanation in depth of why you should use them in a different way, and like, you know, showing examples, which is what this video is going to be about. But in my intro, I say within the first 30 seconds, this is a match that I had that was in a super sweaty lobby, and then I ended up clutching with a sticky bomb, is what I said within the first like 25 seconds. So with the expectation of, hey, this is a full match video, not just highlights or anything like that. And that's pretty much the content that I post. I usually post full matches or just clips, like highlights, lowlights, and stuff like that. So I could understand from a lot of people that maybe were new, expecting an actual tutorial, especially using the words like how to, you know, especially if you type that in, like, hey, how to do this or that or whatever. But moving on from that, like I said, it was just, I appreciate the feedback from everybody, and I hope everybody kind of, you know, understands where maybe I was coming from when it comes to making the content and explaining, you know, that, and showing that I was just a bit more genuine than maybe it seemed to be. Because I mean, one of the comments was a bit harsh, and maybe that's where I kind of feel like explaining myself. But moving on, this is going to be a video showing you how to use sticky bombs in the way that I used them in the last video, but going more in depth about it the best I can, because I've never made a how-to video or a tutorial video. So give me some feedback on how this is. It'll probably be a little bit shorter of a quicker video. And yeah, hope you guys enjoy the video. Now let's move into everything. So this is the exact clip from the previous video that I was talking about in the intro, where I was showcasing using this more on a defensive side to be able to push the enemy hunters away so that you can get a revive off your teammates if they're in a bad spot. And this worked out because of the position of the buildings and where we're kind of fighting at. I can throw it in the corner without him really realizing that it's not like a normal grenade. And the quicker that you can like execute the plan, such as like go for the res as soon as you throw it, the better. You don't want to cook it too long or anything like that, because by the time it lands, after a second or two, it's not going to explode and they're going to realize, and then it's a gamble if it's a sticky or whatever, but they can still re-peek. So the 8-second timer is the reason for being able to do these different plays that I'm going to explain in this video. So the 8-second timer with that sizzle just as soon as you chuck it uncooked, they're going to think that it's just an uncooked grenade, unless they listen to the sound cue that it, because there is a sound cue of the sticky or the chaos bomb sticking to a wall or a ceiling or, you know, wherever it lands. So that's how you can kind of tell. But mid-fight, you know, when people are yelling, making communication, call outs, just other audio, like other gunshots, typically, you know, there's a lot of stuff going on. So something like this, like unless they're a super good player and they're like really honed in on their one-on-one, you know, you're usually going to get away with stuff like this. And obviously everything's situational. They could just ego challenge the hell out of it and headshot you, and then it doesn't matter. But that's just Hunt. So, but yeah, I'll let the clip play out though.
Let him bleed a bit.
Pick me up.
Yep. Hey, stop it. It's too late. Shit, good shit. He's cooking. He's cooking.
But yeah, and then I'll kind of skip to it or let it play out. But then, because I got my teammate up, I'm gonna go back here, but
He's
attack
bleeding.
again. My teammate from the side,
Nice!
then follows up and gets the kill. And if I didn't get him, I probably would have lost that. But the Dum Dum, I think I had Dum Dum, also helped because obviously he was bleeding, so he had to stop his bleed on top of my nade being cooked. So. And luckily he missed a shot when he came around the corner when I was like just finishing the revive. So there's always going to be tons of factors, but the uncooked sticky bomb definitely gave a bit of reassurance for me to go for the res. So we'll have a couple other examples of how you can use sticky bombs and chaos bombs in different ways. So in this clip I'm using a sticky bomb, but I do use some chaos bombs because there's kind of an advantage of using one or the other. But the most important part is that basically you have an 8-second timer. That is like the key thing with using these sticky bombs in like an offensive or a defensive way. So obviously in the previous clip, you saw that, you know, I was able to throw the sticky, yeet it over into the corner so I can get my teammate up by using that 8-second timer, because by the time they realize that it's not a frag bomb, unless they hear it stick, that's like a specific audio cue you should listen out for. But in the heat of the moment, a lot of people just assume that it's a frag or dynamite stick, so on and so forth. But in this example, I'm using it offensively to kind of help mask my footsteps so I can push, especially with a shotgun. I'll really do stuff like this with shotguns. I normally don't do plays like this with like rifles or anything like that, using them offensively. So with the sticky, you just want to make sure that obviously you're not hanging around the bomb too much when it explodes, because then you're going to hurt yourself or kill yourself or whatever. So that's why you kind of want to throw it around the edge or like at the edge of a corner, so that when you wrap around, assuming that you pretty much get the kill, you're guaranteed that you're not going to hurt yourself when it blows up. So. And I still had time to run away from him. Alrighty, so I'm in a new outfit. It's the next day. I'm continuing to record this video for you guys. But this next clip is going to be using a chaos bomb offensively, but also just being able to use it to basically push forward and then hide. Because, again, with the 8-second timer, I know I'm sounding like a broken record, but it just gives you time to be able to do things while the other enemy hunter is kind of like usually waiting for like they're expecting a grenade to go off or explode so that they can, you know, then move forward or whatever, because they're going to take cover or push you. It just kind of depends. But basically I'm going to throw the chaos bomb. The advantage with the chaos bomb is you don't have to worry about it exploding, so you can actually be near the bomb when it goes off without obviously taking damage and stuff like that, and it masks your footsteps to kind of move forward here. And then when it goes off and the enemy hunter realizes, hey, it's not actually a grenade or a dynamite stick, I'm safe to basically continue trying to peek and continue the gunfight. And then obviously you're going to be pushed up a little bit closer than what they remember, because they're going to be aiming, looking like further down this hallway, and you'll get the idea, and we'll go ahead and play the clip. So I'm going to hit the wall there. And you can actually creep up. They're not really going to hear you crouch walking, especially over the sizzle. They realize that it's not a grenade. And then you're right there in the corner where they didn't expect you to be because they didn't hear you push up because you crouched forward and they were waiting, you know, for the grenade to go off. So this is another way that you can use, you know, stickies or grenades. You probably could have used a sticky there as well, but again, the chaos bomb, you could actually even throw it like on the floor somewhere and you could actually just sit on it. But there's always going to be factors of where to throw it, like where to kind of push up and get a new angle, depending on the compound and all the other factors. So, okay, so as you can see, I am down here now. This is the clip. This is actually like from stream and everything. This is going to be one of those real game examples of utilizing these sticky bombs and chaos bombs. So I'm going to pause it to kind of explain step by step how this clip basically went down. So we'll go ahead and start it here.
Kill trap right here. Hey, watch here. I'm gonna disarm this.
I got you.
Whoa, no.
I'm gonna throw a chaos. I'm gonna throw a chaos.
Cover. Alright, that's chaos.
So what I'm doing is my buddy's gonna deactivate the traps while I throw the chaos. So the chaos, the purpose is to get the other team to push back into layer a bit more so that he actually has time to be able to deactivate the traps so that we then have an entrance point to be able to push in. So, because they were going to be in like, you know, the concertina campers with the layer. They had kill traps on every entrance point. They had con bombs thrown. There's just no way for us to get in. So this was a way for us to basically force a pathway finally open for us to be able to make something work.
I'm gonna throw a sticky.
I've got a sticky as well, yeah. Let's go, 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 go.
That's a sticky, bro. That's a sticky.
That's a sticky. That's a sticky. That's a sticky. Oh my god.
So, as you can see, my teammates are freaking out a little bit because I'm pushing forward and they're like, oh, it's a sticky. But the thing is, there's enough time to be able to push in before the sticky explodes. And, like, I do these kind of things all the time, but I thought that they were going to push with me, to be honest, because even if they hear you coming down, like, it's just we're able to push past it to advance up. And I'll just let the rest of the clip play through.
I'm gonna try to pick up that ab though.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Got him. So obviously he didn't expect me to be there. He was kind of shooting through the wall trying to get a wall bang, but I think he expected us to just push in a little bit. And obviously I was a lot further up than the guy that came around the corner thought I was. So I'm throwing a sticky.
Last one's over there. On the end. Oh, over here.
Oh, I didn't even fucking see him, bro. He blended into the fucking wall. So then obviously I didn't see the last guy at all, but I threw that other sticky for some more reassurance to make sure that no one was going to be like right outside that doorway when I pushed out, just to guarantee that I had some space in between me and any other hunters, because I didn't know where this guy was. I think he might have actually been AFK, because as you can see, he was just sitting in this corner. He didn't even shoot at me or anything, and he actually ended up having an avdo. So, but yeah, this was one way of using it, you know, in an actual game, and now we'll move on to the next example. So in this example, my teammate's down, and I have a chaos bomb and I'm going to use it to climb up a ladder. But again, the idea is always the same, is to basically push people away from where you want to go and creating that space and then taking advantage of that space. So I'm going to let this clip play out and maybe kind of pause it in between.
I mean, I can necro you.
I have a chaos. I can cook something as you necro. So originally what we were going to do, or what I was planning on doing, was basically just throwing the chaos uncooked up there. Obviously they would think it's like a grenade of some sort, but basically throwing it when he's close to finishing the necro, because then they would push away from the body. My teammate can get up and then come drop down, and then we can, you know, he can heal up and whatever. So basically using, again, pushing people away, creating space, but allowing my teammate to be able to actually move around and get to safety. But that doesn't happen. Oh, he trapped you. He trapped you. Do you have resilience? He trapped you twice.
Yeah.
God dang,
Yeah,
man.
No, I mean, no, they'll just put them back down instantly.
Maybe I just throw the sticky or the chaos up there and we just push because they'll run away, right?
You can.
As you can see, my teammates are like, like I don't know if that's a play. I mean, like you can try, but
There's not like just.
he's going to the opposite side. He's gonna be right around the corner.
Oh, dude, I fell back.
Got one. Got two.
Good fucking play, bro.
Bro, how the fuck did that shit work, bro?
As you can see, my buddy that's downed, he's like mind blown that that worked. But again, you heard the guy as I threw it. He ran to the right. It was the reptilian that rotated all the way back behind that kind of shelter. But the one guy was looking out at another team, like right in front of us here by the steps and everything. So he was distracted, but he also thought he was safe enough from where I threw the chaos. But again, I created the space. We took advantage of the space, and I dropped two kills, and then we were able to get my buddy up, and then we continued to fight. So hope this really kind of showcases how, you know, differently and how uniquely you can utilize the timers and of the sticky bomb and the chaos bomb, like the 8-second timer of the fuse to be able to, you know, do different things with them instead of just using them for bosses, meatheads, or just even like ditching them in the water to, you know, refresh it from a toolbox. Because I mean, I still do that fairly often depending on the situation and what I have. But yeah, they're not just completely useless. So if you guys appreciate the video and you guys thought this was helpful, please like, subscribe. I appreciate all the support over here on YouTube. This video definitely wasn't clickbait, or at least I hope not. Hope you guys actually learned something. Stay safe in the bayou.